We apologize in advance, but September's updates are coming in real hot.
Hello.
It's time for that month-end recap.
Hell yeah, September. Where did you go, bro?
Time is flying, man. I feel like we've been in a pandemic for like 5 years now.
I was like in a meeting and they're like, yeah, I can't believe next year's in 2 months almost. And I'm like, it's
3 months.
I was like, yeah. Well, they said 2 months, but I'm like, I get where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Because like November, December, but because we're in October.
Yeah, it's like weird to like going on an airplane is like a weird thought.
So weird. I just like weird. I know I have like a trip planned to Cuba next year. I'm like, am I going? Am I not? I was going to go to Arizona in November, but COVID tests cost more than the flights. So
did you see now though that Trudeau is saying that even to fly within Canada, you're going to need your vaccine card? He's going to start limiting it.
And that's fine.
That's fantastic.
I don't want to get too political with the vaccine and stuff like that, but I just need to say my piece.
Okay.
I got vaccinated. I have the vaccine passport, and I still need to pay $200 for a negative COVID test to get on an international flight.
Oh, and the States has the fucking balls to be like, international travelers will need a passport to get into like the United States. And I'm like, you guys are the problem, not us.
I know, and I'm just like, I have done everything that I have been told to do. I should be able to get on a flight and not have to pay. Or even like, okay, do a COVID test, but why can't I get the free COVID test? Why do I have to pay
why does it have to be the PCR?
It's just a cash grab. It's like, I'm willing to play the game and get the test, but I'm not willing to pay $400 for 2 tests for a weekend trip. Like, not worth it.
No, 100%. It's like, what is it, like $300-$400 for like, but like
it's like $150 Canadian going down, Canada, and then in US where we were going to Arizona, it was $200 US. So it was like $250, so like $350 plus tax. I'm getting close to $300-$400.
Yeah, no, that's literally like the only thing keeping me back. Like once they get rid of that, I'm like smooth sailing.
Yeah, because like I'm trusting the vaccine. I'm living life. Like I am good. Like let's go.
Yeah. Well, like, did you hear like Alberta is like at like the absolute like max capacity?
They're at like United States measures. It sucks because like we have family in Calgary. Like my cousin was gonna go down, but they're like, we're not touching Calgary, and you're not allowed to come see us. Like we're just taking a break.
No, it's really sad. Like one of Steve's family members, he has what is it, thyroid cancer, and he was going to have surgery to have it removed, and he was going to get it in a few weeks. Now they're saying 40 weeks. 40. Yep.
Oh my god. Do you know what? Fuck these people.
And like it's crazy because like
not the doctors.
To my understanding, luckily, because my mom had it as well, like with thyroid cancer, you can have that and like have it for like 10 years, and it doesn't. It's not a place that it's like it easily spreads, but that's still like scary knowing that
still
like
have cancer
something's
in your body
there and you can't like get it removed for like close to a year.
Oh my god.
And so like Steve's idea was like, okay, so for all of the people that are like in the hospital wards like from COVID, like they should have to like go on video and apologize to everyone. Like there should just be like a channel continually being like, dear so-and-so, I'm sorry you can't have your life-saving surgery because I didn't want to get vaccinated.
I'm sorry that you're dying right now.
They like apparently interviewed someone like on the news who's like stage 3 cancer, and they're like, do you know when you're gonna have your surgery? And they just like literally started crying. So like, I don't think I'm gonna get it.
That is so sad. I would look to other provinces. I don't even know if that's a thing, but
that's what was my suggestion. But apparently like between provinces, he would have to basically come to BC and go to a whole specialist all over again, get a biopsy again, like basically start from the beginning and like pretty much live here for like a few months until he got it sorted out.
Wow, that's crazy. I know, it's like, and all these people that are unvaccinated in the ICU like doing the videos being like, I was wrong, get the vaccine. I'm like,
but there's actually a surprising amount of them that are in that position and they're still like, I don't know if I would get it. And you're like, are you fucking kidding me?
This influencer that I follow, her mother died of COVID and she's not vaccinated, and she's like, I still don't know if I'm gonna get it. And I'm like, what else do you need?
This is pure Darwinism.
Yeah.
Survival of the fittest / smartest.
Totally.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't love talking about COVID. You know, I'm trying to live with a COVID-free mind.
Always gotta start with a bang, you know?
Always gotta start. But you know what? September was a good month for some celebrities. Some bad things have happened. But I think it's good. But before we jump into it, let's do our section, or like our new segment, what things we learned on TikTok.
Okay.
There is a challenge going around. We're a little late to it, but it's called the Intuition Challenge.
Yeah.
And basically, like, 2 people do it, and they close their eyes. No,
do it.
They're like...
They do it.
I don't know the words. They are participating in this challenge. So 2 people have to participate in this challenge.
Okay.
They close their eyes, And they simply, whenever they feel like it, they clap. And they're supposed to, like, feel the vibes and clap together. And if we clap, apparently we're soulmates, but we'll just say, like, we're best friends, you know? We are kindred spirits, you know? We are connected as one. Okay, so close your eyes. Okay, wait. And then when I say 1, 2, 3,
How far do our hands go? Like this?
Perfect. Okay, great. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and now we can clap whenever, okay? Oh, that was pretty close. That was actually, I'm sweating. And I swear to God I didn't cheat. Like, that was...
Should we do it again?
Okay, yeah.
That's 2 out of 3.
Okay. Close again, but very off.
The first one was way better.
The first one was better. Okay, one more time.
No.
Oh. Okay, our first one. You know, our first one was good. We were on it.
Yeah. Okay, no, the first one was good. I'd like to go by that one.
There you go.
It's a curve.
We'll cut the other two out. Just kidding. But okay, that was just like a little fun thing.
I'm gonna go home and do it with Steve.
You should.
Completely separate.
Yes.
Kevin says he's not gonna like understand what it is. He's just gonna be like, okay.
Well, it's really fun on TikTok, like when couples do it and they get in like a fight after. They're just like, "Why did you do so slow?" And then they do it again. They're like, "Why did you do it so fast?" Like, I don't know. I do love watching those videos. So, you know, I just felt like I wanted to be part of the trend this time.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Sorry.
It was a small segment.
Totally mind blank. Where I was like, "Yep."
Yeah.
Moving on.
Okay, moving on to our September roundup of pop culture things. I want to start first.
Okay.
And Netflix, for the first time ever, if I can ever open this link, I cannot. Netflix, I literally can't open this link. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so Netflix released for the first time ever, let me say it one more time, the top 10 popular shows and movies based on like watch time.
Which is really big because I remember reading something that said that they purposely didn't because they didn't want people to have that bargaining power. So like this is big. I like it.
It's huge, so it's really exciting. And I actually waited. I only like looked at a couple on TikTok, but like I don't know the full amount, so I'm gonna run through the top 10 for both. Okay, so number 1, do you have your thoughts?
Wait, starting number 10, like least.
Sure, let's start number 10 with shows.
Okay.
Ginny and Georgia, 381 million hours watched.
Okay, so they split it into TV shows and movies.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
I think
TVs.
I saw the movie list, but I haven't seen the TV show. Okay.
Great.
Ginny and Georgia. Okay.
I loved it. I can't wait for season 2.
Okay.
Money Heist, part 3, 426 million hours. Never seen it.
That one makes sense because it's international.
Is it subtitled?
Yeah, so I believe it's in Spanish or Portuguese. So I feel like shows like that it's automatically already dubbed. Like if it's not English speaking, so many more international countries are open to it.
Okay, great. So that's part 3. So season 3. Number 8, Stranger Things 2, 427 million hours.
Yep. Okay. That makes sense.
Never seen it.
No, that one's really good.
Okay.
And like that was like I feel like the second seasons always get a lot more because like the first one's hype and then people are just like excited they love the first one so much that they'll just hit the ground running.
That's very true. Number 7, You season 2, 457 million.
I wish it was higher on the list. I'm so excited for the next season.
It's coming out on my birthday. Like just like happy birthday to me.
October 15th.
December 22nd it comes out.
Nope, October 15th.
I'm just kidding. What the fuck did I read? Something's coming out on my birthday that I was excited for.
No, it's not you. You is definitely, trust me, I know, October 15th.
Wait, that's like so soon.
So soon.
Wait, okay, now I'm like more mentally ready. Okay, great. Number 6, 13 Reasons Why season 1, 476 million hours.
That makes sense because the first one was like the most shocking. The ones after that, they were like really trying to scrape it together because it was only meant to be one season.
It was actually during like thick of the pandemic. I rewatched it to watch the last 2 seasons and it was really good and it was a lot. It was very heavy. I finished the
last season.
No wonder I had like kind of depression. Like I watched some heavy shit.
Was heavy.
So the 5th is the 13 Reasons Why season 2, 496 million.
Okay.
The 4th, The Witcher season 1, 541 million. Never seen it.
It's
never
like
heard
a fantasy thing. It has the guy that played Superman, Henry Cavill.
Oh, love him. He's hot.
I actually really don't like him because when he was in all those Superman movies, which like all bombed because they're not DC or they're DC, not Marvel, and like DC movies like just don't do as well. Like they don't get it as much. And he straight up said that he didn't like playing Superman. He was just doing it for the paycheck.
Yeah, I hate people that shit on things that make them famous or make them money.
It's fine to think that, but like don't tell people that.
Especially like when you are the main character. Yes. Like come on. Okay, so top 3 now. So 3, Stranger Things season 3, 582 million.
Yep.
Number 2, Money Heist season 4, 690 million. Number 1, do you want to guess the show? Number 1.
Was this Squid Game?
No, what is that?
Okay. It's like a new show that everyone's losing their shit about.
Okay, maybe I should look into it. Bridgerton, season 1, 625 million hours watched. Incredible. So good.
I still can't believe that one of the main characters like is not going to be in the next season. Like, how can you be on like the number one Netflix show and you're like, peace.
That's so true.
Maybe
Again,
he just knew that the next season wasn't going to be as good.
Yeah, but also people need to remember that like Bridgerton are based on books, and the second season's for the second book, and it doesn't revolve around them. So yes and no. And also, I just want to clarify, this is the top 10 total views hours in the first 28 days. So this happened in 28 days, which is pretty impressive.
That's actually a really good metric. So I was like, how are you supposed to like weigh? I think a lot of them, like Bridgerton, still have a big leg up versus other ones because they came out during quarantine where people had literally nothing else to do. But yeah.
Very true.
So those are just TV shows.
Just TV shows. And
do you have movies?
I do. Okay, ready? So top 10. 10, Murder Mystery, 170 million hours watched. That's the one with
Jennifer Aniston and Adam
on the boat.
I didn't mind that one.
Didn't hate it.
Didn't hate it. It's
really
probably one of the better Adam Sandler ones that he's made for Netflix, because he's made some really questionable
That's true. A lot of these I have not seen. Number 9, The Old Guard, 186 million.
Oh, that one was actually pretty good.
What is it?
It's with Charlize Theron, and it's like a group of them. They're like immortal, and they have to like guard like certain things.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, number 8, Army of the Dead, 187 million hours.
Oh, that one wasn't bad either.
Oh, really?
It was like it's in a world where like it's a zombie movie where Las Vegas is like quarantined with filled with zombies, and this like really rich billionaire pays these like mercenaries to go into Vegas because there's like a bank in there that has like $350 million in it. So then they like go through there. Yeah, this is like it was an action movie to watch during quarantine when there's nothing else.
Okay, cool.
David Batista. It's not bad.
Oh, interesting.
Worth a watch if you don't mind zombies.
Number 7, Enola Holmes, 190 minutes. That's with what's her face from Stranger?
Millie, whatever.
Bobby Brown.
Yes.
Never seen it.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. I mean, very
It's just
good.
like it's like she is the younger sister of Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, I mean, great premise.
It was cute.
I thought that was a show.
Nope, it's a movie.
Yeah, clearly.
It's worth a watch, I would say. You got Helena Bonham Carter plays her mom.
Oh, wow.
Henry Cavill again plays Sherlock Holmes, and there's another one because there's like another brother as well. So I don't know, worth a watch. I thought it was cute.
Okay, I'll check it out. Number 6, Spencer Confidential.
I have no idea what that is.
197 million.
Is there a picture?
There's not a picture. It could be an international, maybe.
Maybe.
Number 5, 6 Underground, 205 million hours watched.
I don't know.
Never heard of it. Okay, ready? Yeah. Number 4, The Kissing Booth 2, 209 million hours watched.
Okay, I liked the second one.
Again, with your whole thought of like season 2, movie 2, like they love the first one. They're excited for the second one.
Once you get into 3 and onwards, it gets a little sketchy. You're only gonna have like the real loyal people.
Very true. The Irishman, 215 million hours watched. Not that impressive for a movie that's 5 hours long.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's so long.
I didn't finish it.
Steve really liked it. He's watched it like 2 or 3 times. I'm
I can't even get through it once. Like, that was rough.
He loved it.
Okay, number 2, Extraction, 231 million hours watched. Never heard of it.
Nope, don't know either.
Okay, number 1, and I like this. Bird Box, 282 million hours.
That makes sense.
Such a good movie.
That was such a good movie.
That was pre-pandemic, too.
That was pre-pandemic.
So that's impressive. That's amazing. Thank you for letting me borrow your phone, because my iPad is shite.
That's crazy.
It's really crazy, and I hope that Netflix continues to do this, because it's just like, I love stats. As much as I'm not a math person, I love to read how things do and stuff like that. So I felt like that was interesting.
Oh, but at the bottom of this, it said Squid Game may become Netflix's biggest show ever, Netflix CEO says.
Whoa, okay, I need to watch. What's it about?
So it's I believe it's Japanese, so it's a subtitle type of dealio, but it's like, to my understanding, like a bunch of people get like kidnapped, like people who are in debt. They are asked to become a part of this game, and so like they just have to do like really weird shit to like continue forward. And then if you stay, then you get like a lump sum of money to like pay off all of your debts. And like I don't know too much about it, but there was like this trend on TikTok where one of the challenges they had to do in the show was like they gave them a big cookie, and every cookie had a shape inside of it, and they were given like pins. So if it was like a star shape, you had to use the pins to perfectly cut the star out of the cookie, but it's like hard, so if you broke it, then like you were killed. So it's like stuff like that.
Oh, interesting. I have a hard time watching things with subtitles because I am the millennial.
Yeah, like you need to multitask.
Yeah, I'm like a fidgeter. So it's really hard. I can't remember what movie I was watching. It was that Japanese movie. I think it was Japanese or Korean, one of the two.
Oh, the Oscars one?
Yeah, and I started watching it, and then I just found myself rewinding it a bunch of times because I noticed I was like on my phone or doing something. Like, what am I doing? Like, put my phone away.
No, totally. Honestly, I might give it a shot. I was reading like, because you can go to Wikipedia and give you the full episode breakdown, but I get really lost when it comes to like Asian type stuff because their names really confuse me and I can't keep along with it. So
no, I'll give it a shot.
I think I'm gonna give it a shot too.
Biggest show.
Yeah.
On the, like side topic, I watched Free Guy the other night.
Oh, me too.
Great movie.
You know what movie you probably will because you don't like scary movies, but have you heard of the movie Old?
No. Oh yeah, I've heard of it.
It's so good.
Is it really scary? But is it like pop out scary? No. What's it about?
Okay, so it's like a family goes to a beach, like they go to a resort, so they go to this beach, and basically on this beach every 30 minutes is equivalent to 1 year, so like they're rapidly aging.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's very interesting.
But is it horror?
Nope, I would say it's like a thriller.
Oh,
there's nothing. There's nothing
I love
like,
thrillers.
There's like a couple of like uncomfortable scenes, but nothing that like will haunt your dreams.
Okay, I'm good with uncomfortable. I love thrillers. It's the like creepy grandmas and the pop out people and clowns and stuff that would really freak me out.
Yeah, no, not to my. No, I think you're fine. Watch it with someone. Like, don't watch it alone.
What's the director?
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, and I love Glass and like
he's
those.
usually not like a graphic person. Good. He's very like he can be jump scare sometimes.
Kind of like not Psycho. Brain twisters.
Yeah.
Psycho thrillers.
But like the twist on this one at the end, like this one, it wrapped up everything with like a bow. In my opinion, I really enjoyed watching it.
Okay.
I've been like dying to see it for a really long time, so I was so happy that it was like you can finally
watch it. I love him because I've seen the one like the Personalities, not Glass. That's the sequel. Split and Glass. Love both.
Yeah, similar idea where it's like it's good for most, but you have like a couple moments here and there, but for most part, it's like a very interesting storyline.
Okay, I can handle it, and I will watch it.
Okay, please, when you do watch it, can we talk about it?
Please.
Because I'm like, I'm obsessed with it. I wish there was more to it.
Okay, cool. I have to watch it like daytime, but like maybe I'll do it tomorrow morning.
If you can, try and watch it with someone. If like, I don't know, I think you'll be fine.
But
if you have any...
Just kidding.
if you're like scared at all that like you're going to be creeped out, like you won't. I don't think so.
You know what?
I have a very high threshold, and I feel like yours is a little bit lower for stuff. So that's why I'm saying like be more cautious.
Okay, cool.
Better safe than sorry.
Okay, good. I agree. What's our next story?
Okay. Ooh, Drake Bell, dude. We did an episode on him before. Oops, I lost the notes. There it is. Ooh, okay. So he's been sentenced to 2 years probation and 200 hours of community service after pleading guilty to charges of attempted child endangerment and disseminating matter harmful to juveniles. Yeah. Well deserved. He's creepy.
Well deserved. Some people are saying like jail time, whatever, but again, he's accused of it. No one has come forward saying that like he's attempted. Nothing. He's never. I don't know, he didn't do anything, but he
still had the intentions, and that's enough to make you dangerous.
1,000%, to the point where I'm on the side of, like, I would have loved to see a couple of days in there just to, scare him shitless, but, these are celebrities.
Just to rough him up a little bit.
But these are celebrities, and they never get jail, and when they do, they get out for, quote-unquote, good behavior.
There are some, like, really big celebrities, like, what's his name? It was, like, a long time ago, like, something Spectre, but he literally... killed someone. Everyone knows he did it, and he just like got off.
I know. It's weird. I don't again, the system. I don't understand it.
I don't
It's so corrupt, but I felt like we had to do an update since we did a full episode on him. Or not full episode, but
very far sidebar. I don't think he was famous, but there was literally a guy. I don't think he was a celebrity. I'm pretty sure he wasn't. But there was a guy once that was like, I want to taste human flesh. Is there anyone that is willing like to die? And someone's like, yep, me. And then he killed them and ate them. But he got like a contract and everything, so it was like so he wouldn't get in trouble. But then
did he get in trouble?
I don't think so.
How did the person die? Did he kill the person?
I can't 100% remember. Sorry, this is like a half janky story.
Wait,
I should look into it.
We need to look into this.
And tell you about next time.
This is crazy. We should do like, I don't know if this is like so not us, but like an episode of like the top 10 like serial killers or something.
It's kind of a big list. I think that would be a really long one. We should do like a an ode to My Favorite Murder, maybe.
Oh, maybe, yeah. We'll look into it, but I do love true crime, and I think you do as well, so.
Yeah, I just feel like, I mean, I was going to say, like, oh my God, there's so much saturation of true crime, as if there's a saturation of just two bitches talking.
Very true. And, like, my anxiety has been really high lately, so I had to take a step back, because, like, I was, like, watching documentaries, podcasts, and stuff, but I want to give a shout out to my favorite podcast of the month called Murder with My Husband.
What's that?
Very good. It's like these two,
like a
husband and wife, and the wife explains a story every episode to the husband. He has no idea what happens, and they just like talk about a murder. And the husband doesn't like true crime, and so she's trying to get him to like true crime through these stories. Oh. And you know, it's just like an interesting dynamic, and they're short. They're like 30 to 45 minutes. They're good, but sometimes I'm like, oh, it's a lot. Like, I've listened to a lot of them.
What a great way to get your husband to be part of something by being like, you don't have to do anything, just show
sit
up.
there. And he does commentary, and he's kind of like, I don't know. I would give it a listen.
All right, I'm into that.
Okay, cool.
I'm into it.
Our next update, following along celebrities, Britney Spears. She has a couple updates this month.
Okay, yeah, because like
she's
literally
had a good month.
2 documentaries came out in like 5 days apart from each other.
Well, 2 documentaries came out without her consent or permission. I think that should be noted.
Those are the New York Times ones. Yeah, because she was part of the Netflix one.
She's part of the Netflix one, and that's part of the story. The trailer dropped. Is it out?
I thought it came out on the 28th.
Oh my God! I thought the trailer just dropped for it to come out later. Shoot.
I thought it was
again,
the 28th.
half janky. If it is, I need to watch this. Like, I'm going to watch it tonight. But I'll continue while you look that up. So, yeah, she is doing a documentary with Netflix, which is really nice because people use her. People have been using her for years, and now these documentaries are capitalizing on Free Britney. So I'm happy that she's in on this. 2 other big.
Oh my God, yes, it is out.
Okay, I'm watching it tonight. I'm sorry, I should have watched this before this episode. I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, shit.
That's what I mean. Is like they literally like the New York Times dropped their second one on like Friday.
Yeah.
And then like last Friday, and then this one just came out on Wednesday.
Okay, sorry, watching it. Okay, so not only did the trailer drop, the episode dropped, but the movie dropped as well. But bigger, she is now engaged to her boyfriend, which I'm really happy for her. They've been together for like 5 years.
Did you see though? Who was it?
Trisha Paytas?
No, someone commented. Some random celebrity
Mindy
was like,
Kaling.
Was it Mindy Kaling?
Yeah, and she was
like, get a prenup. And then everyone was like kind of attacking her, and then she's like, I'm sorry, it was a joke.
I think it was Mindy.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I think it was. And I'm like, oh shoot. At first I'm like, why did she say that? But I'm like, she's a comedian. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Also, get a prenup, Britney.
Yeah.
People have
I'm sure
used
she
you.
does.
Yeah.
I'm sure she will.
And then even bigger update, Jamie Spears was obviously, as we know, appointed her guardian in 2008, and it's just been overturned, and the judge has now paused that for him and then appointed a new person of Britney's choosing.
Thank God.
Which is amazing. Like, huge step in the right direction, and I hope this pause is a permanent pause and it never goes back to him.
Is it described as a pause?
Yeah, well, they said they froze it or something, and then they've reassigned
like while they're
it.
Investigating
I guess. It's garbage day.
Sick garbage day.
Garbage
I love it though.
day, yeah.
I feel like it's just like a nice like background music.
It's like ice cream truck.
Yeah. It almost sounds like an alarm. Like, am I dreaming? Am I just like waking up right now?
Totally. But like, you know, kudos to Britney. You've been through some shit, and this month has been a good one for you, I would say.
Yeah. Honestly, like the part out of the documentaries that like makes me the saddest is like when she refused to do something, so they're like, you have to check into this rehab facility, like involuntarily, and then like to everyone else they're like, yeah, she wanted to go there.
Yeah.
It's fucked
Put
up.
an IUD in your daughter. She doesn't want to have kids. Like, it's so sick.
It's just, it is so crazy to me, like alienating like the only people that care. But like that one, like the guy who worked for Black Box or whatever, how he's like, I kept a copy of everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. Like, there's just so much evidence. Like, I don't know how it's moving so slowly.
And like, why has it taken 13 years? Like, what is happening? So,
well, what's interesting is like in that call that she did with the judge, she's like, I had no idea I could do this.
Yeah.
So like, because I'm sure she didn't have access to a phone where she could look it up.
Poor girl, man. Like, I hope this is the start of her new life, and she gets married, and this guy is a good dude.
But I can't tell. She's still like loopy though. Like, I still feel like she's not all there. But I can't tell. Is that just the way she was always, or was it like because of what's happened? Like, they kind of like tortured her.
Is she on medication? Like,
that's making her a little bit.
And is she now feeding into it? Because she didn't have control over socials. So there's like a huge investigation of like her socials when she wasn't handling, being like, was she sending signals? Right. And I cried for help. And now that she has her own social, like, yeah. So I'm just excited to just like monitor her for the next couple months, see how she is. She like deleted Instagram.
Did she?
And then she like brought it back 2 days later. And so I was like, I wish she kind of deleted it and like just like took a break for a minute. But
I think she like needs as much momentum with the public as possible. Because like, think of how much she's gotten like from the public. Because if no one had figured it out and like the whole Free Britney movement didn't happen, like would she have had like the confidence to like do it and move forward and stuff like that? Yeah. So
I'm just happy for her, and I hope things just get better and better, and her family can go fuck themselves.
Jamie Lynn and Jamie.
Yeah.
Rotten Hill.
The Jamies, get out.
Jamie
Spears, get out.
Okay, this next one's really sad. So Willie Garson of Sex and the City, he played, what was his name? Stanford. He died of cancer.
Yeah, and
which is like, really sad.
It was like the people around him knew he was sick, but the public didn't know type of thing.
And he's like in the reboot.
And my first thought was like, oh my god, like I wonder if he's finished his like.
They'll probably do like a whole. I don't know if they're done yet.
Well, yeah, they might just like reshoot.
Or they might just like pop in an episode there.
Yeah,
where it's like his funeral.
Well, they're gonna have to do a tribute.
Yeah.
This is really sad. He was a big part of the show. Big part of like they're super close as a cast. Like Sarah Jessica Parker and all of them like posted how they like were friends for a very long time, and they all knew he was sick, and he was sick when filming, obviously, and he said that to the people. And then just like his son, he adopted his son obviously when he was like a baby, and he's like I think like only 19 or something, maybe 23, like around there. But he like posted a tribute. I don't know, just like really sad.
I wonder what the storyline is, because he married Anthony in the second movie. So I wonder if their like storyline is that they're still together.
I hope so. So cute. I'm excited for this reboot. I'm like kind of excited, but I need to see it.
I just hate that it's going to be really hard for me to find because it's fucking HBO and I don't want to pay $30 a month for HBO.
Oh, I know. Well, you can come over. I have Crave in my like television subscription, so I don't have like an account. It's like linked to my Optic box.
Nice.
So I do have access to it, so we can watch it. Okay, so this next one, I felt like we need to touch upon it because everyone's talking about it. Gabby Petito case. There's a lot to unpack, and so I don't think we should go obviously through the whole thing. But I think we both have some frustrations with this. And obviously, first of all, they found her body this month, and so obviously rest in peace. And it was like the horrible outcome.
Yes, no disrespect to her, like no whatsoever. Disrespect. But it is very weird because so many people are coming up being like, why do we always fixate on like the pretty white girl that goes missing? And like a lot of like marginalized people are like, this doesn't happen for the Indigenous girls, this doesn't happen like, for Black girls.
Hello, Canada, like what's happening? Yeah, so it's very shocking that this is a case that took over the world. Like Tik Tok solved this case.
Yeah.
People that were filming a YouTube video found the van, and that led them to find where the body was. Like it truly was an effort from all social media people, and like every day. And I'll say like I was glued to my phone with updates. Like every day, like a new TikTok would come out, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so interesting. And then I'm like, okay, sick. This is a real person, and this is not just the only person that's gone missing. Like there's millions of people that have gone missing that never get the attention. So yeah, like you said, it's just like interesting how this one took off.
Well, the only difference was because like Steve and I were talking about it, and I was like, the only difference is like just because she has some followers. Like news outlets just love to cling on to stuff like that. Like I know when I'm trying to go to news outlets to be like, hey, do you want to do an article about one of my clients? Right. Like they need an angle, and that is their angle. But like, and I think the reason why it catches fire so quickly is because she does have those followers. So let's say, I don't know how many she had, like 250,000 on YouTube or something?
No, not even that. She only had one video posted. She was a micro influencer.
Okay, but even if she had like 50,000 followers, that's still 50,000 people that are like, let's fucking research and find Gabby sort of thing. So that's a lot more than someone like, okay, like no offense, like Steve, but he has like 300 on his account. So it's like it's an angle that, you know, news people are like, wow, she like brought happiness to the world by her fun and vibrant post. So it's like so much easier for them to write about it.
Yeah.
But it's not fair.
The one like silver lining of everyone banding together, which was amazing to find out what happened to her, is that like now people are looking into new cases, and like there is a few people that have gone missing around the same area that are not white, that are now getting hopefully the publicity that they need to find the people. And I just an interesting case that like took the world by storm. Everyone knew who she was in the matter of days. They have yet to find, as we're filming this, Brian Laundrie. I was on the mind track that I thought he would have committed suicide.
Did you see that Dog the Bounty Hunter though?
Yeah,
like they're like he's closing in on him, and I'm like, what the fuck?
And like let's not go. I mean, I'm sure he's real and it's not just for TV. Like,
oh, he is a real bounty hunter, but I know he definitely was like, ooh, I want to capitalize on this to try and get my name back out there again.
But I hope they find that piece of shit and lock him away forever. I just want answers at this point. Like, and I want to know the Laundrie family, like the parents, like what is going on. They apparently went camping after he returned without her. Like, they have to be in on it. So anyway, I just want to like bring it up because I feel like it was a huge thing in September. There's no real updates, obviously. Like, they found her body. And what I like about the police now, there's a warrant out for his arrest. Not for this, because there's no evidence, of course. But it's, like, something to do with, like, his license plates or something. Like,
they found, like, something.
Something to be able to put a warrant out for his arrest. So his warrant for arrest has nothing to do with Gabby. But they're getting him to now bring him in to obviously question.
All right, well.
So I hope they find him alive.
Burn in hell, motherfucker.
Seriously. No, burn in prison. He doesn't get the easy way out.
Okay, Elon Musk and the fucking Grimes. Okay, the one thing that was so funny to me, I can't remember if I sent you the video, but it was a girl talking about it, and she described their child as baby suggested name here because of the way that he has like a weird.
Do we know what this baby is called? It's not Archangel. Is it really, truly Archangel 12, whatever?
Oh, I don't...
Because they had to legally change the name of the way that it's spelled because they couldn't have symbols or something. Like, it wasn't legal.
Yeah, fuck. How do you pronounce Grimes' baby name?
I don't think they've ever said it out loud.
How do you... It just...
Because Elon hosted SNL a couple of months ago, and everyone was like, oh, he's finally going to say the name. He's finally going to say the name. And he never said the name. So I don't think it's out there. Like, it's not from their mouths yet.
Oh, I can't find it.
Yeah, no, people are speculating. I think it's like Archangel something. But anywho.
I'm over it.
So they broke up.
Oh, no, the name it's just X. Like the letter X. Then AI, like how you said the letter A, then I. So, XAI?
I don't believe that.
But did you see, like, she had a Vogue video, like, getting ready for the Met Gala, and she said that the kid calls her Claire. Like, that's her name.
It's like, dude, be a mom. Like, come on.
She had a pretty sick outfit for the Met Gala, but I just think she's a weird fucking person, man.
She's really weird. So they were together for 3 years, and they are semi-separated, but they still love each other, see each other often, obviously, and they're on great terms. And Elon is saying, like, the reason why they broke up is because it's basically because of SpaceX. And Tesla, because it requires him to be in Texas and traveling overseas, where she works in LA. She's staying with me now, and baby X is in the adjacent room. So, very interesting. So, like, they've broken up, but they are co-parenting, and they're staying.
Canoodling.
They're still canoodling. So they're just basically sleeping with other people, but still...
Probably. Yeah. I think they're probably just like, we like to be together, but we just don't want the strings attached anymore. So we're just going to tell everyone we broke up, but we'll still, like, have sex when it's convenient.
Totally. And, like, you do you. X, good, pray for you, man.
He has, like, other kids, too, though, doesn't he? He has, like, 3
I think he has, like, kids. Teenagers.
Yeah.
Like, in adults, maybe. But, yeah, I don't know much about him. Like,
why does this man keep having children?
I don't know,
but... cannot devote time to anyone else.
I had no idea who this man was, except for he was Tesla. Don't know him, didn't like him.
Well, he claims to be like the founder of PayPal, but he's not.
No, totally. So like I was like, this guy's an arrogant prick. And then he hosted SNL, and I fell in love with him. Like, not in any like sexual way, but I'm just like, as like a human being, he's so nice. He has autism,
Makes sense.
And his mom was on SNL. Well, like, the smartest people are on the scale, or
right.
Not the scale.
Spectrum.
Thank you. And so it just, like, was an amazing episode, and, like, I was smiling, like, the whole time. I really liked his personality. Like, he's a funny guy. And so I like him. Odd. Him and Grimes were odd. I'm not gonna lie.
Elon and Claire.
Yeah.
Done.
Right. Claire. That's so funny that's her name.
I know, right?
But anywho, another breakup. Jason Derulo broke up with his baby mama, Jenna Frooms, I think. Frooms is how you pronounce it?
Yeah, so I saw a TikTok of this girl that does like 30-second quick recaps. And so when she first reported on the fact that like they broke up, a ton of girls started commenting like, oh yeah, like he cheated on her with like my best friend and stuff. And then what's her name? Jenna was like responding to the comments on that girl's thing, like being like, oh, that's a shame. Like during that timeline, like we were definitely like still together and stuff like that. So.
Wow, they were only together for a year and a half. Like they got together March 2020, which is the beginning of the pandemic. They have a kid now, so obviously, the kid is 4 or 5 months.
But they were saying it was weird because they were at like a wedding like a week before they announced the breakup. And looked fine.
It's odd. Well, I wonder if she found out about the cheating allegations.
I don't know.
It's interesting because they were like the TikTok. Okay, so I had no idea who this person was, Jenna. Like, I didn't know this relationship. I never knew.
She's a singer, isn't she?
She's a model, I believe. And so, but their breakup like hit headlines. I'm like, how is Jason Derulo hitting headlines?
Jason's like really popular on TikTok.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, I think they were the TikTok couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, his TikToks are cringy.
Super cringe. He just like finds people that do the trends and then he just like milks it off of that. He doesn't make anything original. But he's such a scumbag to me. Like, remember when he was dating Jordan Sparks, and then like they were together for a really long time, and then she wanted to get engaged, but he just like did not want to commit. But what did he did something really fucked up though when I think he was like one of those like broke up through text message type of deals, and they'd been together for like 5 years or something.
I do remember this because like American Idol stan. I'm with my girl Jordan, and when they broke up, me and my sister were so pissed. I do remember this now. It was over text.
But like, could you imagine like before they broke up, he literally made that song "Marry Me"?
Yeah, I know. You marry me. And like, was she in the music video? No,
I don't think so. But like, could you imagine like you're dating like the biggest scumbag? You're like, I just want to get married, and he's like, nope, don't want to. But he makes like the ode to getting married. Like, it's probably a song that bajillions of people use to propose to their partners. So true.
Okay, side note, How Can I Breathe Without No Air slaps. Literally such a good song. It is a good song. I haven't heard her in a while, but
I miss like the years of Chris Brown before all the drama. Me too. He made some bangers
until he like physically abused people. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I know, I can't stand him. Okay, last breakup of the month that we really truly not really care about, but Claire and Dale broke up.
Fucking call it
again.
Quits. Claire should just go to a sperm bank and get pregnant with a child and just like become the psychotic mother that she was gonna become no matter what happened. And just call it a day.
Okay, so there's rumors
about
Dale.
Okay.
Cheating with.
Not shocked.
Bachelor Nation girl. Okay, so basically there was like, okay, do you know Dumois? It's like
the French guy that proposed to her.
No. Dumois is this gossip outlet that like people it's like the Perez Hilton of this this generation, and people, it's like credible sources. I
still read Perez Hilton.
Yeah, as soon as he updated his website a couple years ago, I'm like, I cannot understand this layout. I was out. But anyway, so Dumois is kind of like the new Perez Hilton on Instagram, and someone emailed in was like, I have proof that Dale hooked up with someone that's at the beach right now, the Paradise, and they're getting the good girl at it. And
who is it?
People are speculating it's Abigail. Again, I don't really know how they.
That's the deaf one, right?
Yes, hard of hearing. She can hear.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, she has cochlear implants. But yes, she was born deaf. I think that's correct. I don't know how to say it, but yes. Okay. Anyway, anywho, so apparently it was Abigail, but like again, so many speculations. These are the TikTok investigators that are trying to figure it out. But there are speculations like Dale cheated, and that's why they broke up. Not surprised. Clay, he had no choice but to get engaged to this woman. Like,
I literally was just thinking, I was like, she literally went like 10,000 miles a minute with that dude. Like, that poor guy. He really just got cornered into a situation.
I know.
Because basically, if in that moment he was like, I don't want to move forward, he would have been labeled the bad guy, no matter what. Like, I think there would have been some people being like, like, she's psycho, I get it, but he would have been labeled the bad guy, and I feel like he's really trying to get away from it. He's trying to be like, look, we're going to give it a shot, but it's just not working, but, like, he just keeps getting reeled back into her, or he's going to get really bad. Like,
I know. It's, like, I don't want to talk about Claire anymore, but, like, who gets the Bachelorette, finds the guy, quits the show 2 weeks in, and gets engaged? Like, I can't.
I think it's just because she's older. Like, I think she's just like, baby now. Baby now.
It's only 4 weeks. Like, The Bachelor's only 6 to 8 weeks max.
There are definitely people out there, though, because, like, how old is she? She's in her mid-30s?
She's, like, 35.
Yeah, like, there are some people at that age that are like, okay, yep, it's the right age, right? But he's significantly younger, first of all.
I agree with the time. Like, I do, but, like, you have this huge opportunity. They're making a show about you, and you leave the show.
No, I totally agree. But if she knew, like, what would have been worse if she finished the whole season, but everyone knew?
Well,
like,
everyone knows every season.
But that's like she was making it so blatantly obvious, though. So like, if she would have seriously dragged out that whole season, like pretending, like she would have pissed off so many people.
She's the worst Bachelorette.
So I think she was like trying to make herself look like a romantic. Like, oh my god, I found the one. I don't want to waste anyone else's time.
That's true. I don't know. I just, like, I hate her. I'm sorry. Like, I can't. But do I follow her on Instagram? Yes. It's a hate follow. It's a hate follow. We have more Bachelor news.
Who is this?
Okay, so Jesse Palmer is named the new host of Bachelor. He was the Bachelor once a time ago in, like, early 2000s. I didn't watch his season, so I don't know him from The Bachelor, but I do know him from the Holiday Baking Championships on the Food Network. Every Christmas he hosts a Christmas baking theme show. And then
all of these are like, who is Jesse Palmer?
I know. Well, because it's like, I think older generations know. I think it's a really good choice. He's a legit host. He hosts like 4 to 5 different shows. He's from the Bachelor Nation.
Was he the Bachelor?
Yeah, he was the Bachelor. Oh. He was the Bachelor. He like picked his girl. They broke up like a month after.
Why didn't they pick Ben Higgins? Like, why?
Oh, very interesting.
That would have been so
People were thinking it should have been Wells.
Oh, yes.
But then people were saying, I think Jesse Palmer was a really good choice because Wells is like an actual celebrity, and if he was on the show, it would have to, it's not like the Wells show, but like he's a prominent character. I think like, they just needed a neutral host. Like a Chris Harrison. No one really, I mean, obviously they can't.
But Chris Harrison built himself up to be a certain personality.
No, totally, but he's not like he's not married to a celebrity. He's not an influencer on Instagram. Like, he's just, like, a dad that's a host, and he became famous from The Bachelor. Like, I think Jesse is a good neutral one, because he will tie in. He'll bring back the old fans who watched him back in the day.
Yeah.
And he's neutral. He won't really make the show about him. No one really, truly cares about him. Like, I think it's a good...
I don't know. I feel like it's not going to last long. I feel like this is going to be a thing where, like, hosts are only going to be around for maybe a few seasons and then on to the next. Like, I don't see longevity.
Yeah, no, I agree. And honestly, like, I don't hate the Bachelor in Paradise formula of, like, having a celebrity guest every week.
Little John was, like, too much for me.
It was so annoying, but David Spade actually should have just done the whole thing.
Oh, okay, I really, really like David Spade. I like it when, like, Demi came and he's like, Demi, and she's like, Joe Dirt. Yeah. And I was like, oh.
It's so funny. Like, and he's, like, an actual Bachelor fan, so...
Yeah.
I hope he comes back next season. But yeah, Little John was a lot. But yeah, that's the Bachelor news.
Okay, this next one kills me. Angelina Jolie and The Weeknd.
Have you seen this?
Okay, I literally briefly just saw it on like E-News on Instagram, Same. But they called him by his actual name. I can't remember what it is.
It's like Abe something, right?
I can't remember, but they're like Angelina Jolie and so-and-so, but then it had a picture of The Weeknd, so I was like, what now?
Okay, you know what's the most shocking part of this story? Is that she's only 45. I thought she was like 57.
Interesting.
I don't think I'm lying about this.
It's just because like she hasn't like been in the like limelight.
No, but she's been around for decades.
Yeah.
Like, I am shocked that she's not in her 50s. I just want to double check my work.
So like when the Mr. and Mrs. Smith thing happened, that was like...
Yeah, she's 46 years old.
So she was like 30 when that happened?
Not
that
even.
That was 15 years ago.
Yeah, I feel like even more.
What?
I know, but anyway, back to the story while you look this up. So apparently, The Weeknd and Angelina, I don't know his name, so I'm calling him The Weeknd.
It was 16 years ago that movie came out.
Yeah, she was 30.
So she was like...
30.
That makes so much more sense now. I thought she was much more of an adult when that happened, but like she was dumb. She was like our age.
Yeah.
Like she was like maybe a year older than.
I know, it's insane. I'm just shocked.
That makes I was like, okay, this bitch is like, I thought she was like 40 when that happened. So I was like,
she was like almost 60 right now. Like I'm shocked.
But but it's weird because it's not because she looks 60. It's just because we're like,
she looks 46.
But that's why I'm saying like, because she's like not in like the tabloids that much. Like she's just like in like the UN.
Well, she's in like the George Clooney, the Brad Pitt group, who are all really
like
old.
Under
not
the
really
radar.
old, but they're older. They're not really old. They're just like older. But anyway, so apparently they were spotted, her in The Weeknd, in like July.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, that was kind of weird. Didn't really think anything of it. And then it resurfaced again. They were at a really romantic Italian restaurant last week. And they came in separate cars, but they left in the same car. And I'm like, where's the publicity? Like, what soundtrack is he doing for her movie? Like, are they together? It's just like an...
I thought The Weeknd was still with Bella Hadid.
No, girl.
That was a long time ago.
It was like a year or so ago. Yeah, but and again, track record, like he dated Bella Hadid, Selena Gomez, to Angelina Jolie. Where did they meet? I need to be a fly on the wall. Yeah, like what happened? Yeah. Where? When? Why?
You know a funny side story? You know
Oh, no.
Yeah, The Weeknd song was like, I can't feel my face.
Yes.
Do you know what I thought it was about? Like, it's obviously about drugs.
Yeah.
I thought it was because he was like going down on a go for so long that he couldn't feel his face.
I don't know what you do on Friday nights, but that's so
I don't know why. I just like never thought about something. I was like saying to Steven, he's like, no, he's like doing a ton of drugs. And I was like, huh, okay.
That's funny. I don't actually listen to I listen to lyrics and I'll sing it, but it takes me a very long time to process what they're saying.
So much. Did you listen to his like stuff before he went mainstream? Like that stuff was like raw and to the core, and now his stuff is like it's too poppy.
Yeah, I know. I do still like him. I actually love to see him in concert. I feel like he'd put on a really good show.
I wanted to get tickets when he was again like before he went mainstream. He was doing a concert at the Commodore, which is like kind of like the step before people make it big. Like Dua Lipa was there once and everything too. Yeah, and his tickets literally sold out in like 30 seconds for the Commodore. I was like, damn it.
I do remember that. It was when that album, it was black and it had an X or something. That was his branding.
I can't remember the album. Can't even remember the names of the songs. I just know how they go.
No. His like first album, I think it was black and it had an X, and his whole branding was just like X, whatever. And he was like a cool artist when we were back in the day. And I was like, all my friends went and I didn't get tickets. And I was like, oh, damn, I would love to see him. And now he's like a huge pop star.
And they were so cheap. They were like $40.
I know. Oh, hey, I bought my first tickets to a concert.
I did too.
Where are you going?
It's not a concert. It's Trevor Noah, the stand-up comedian. They're so cheap. They're only $80.
When are you going?
It's in February.
Okay, mine's like not till April, but I'm going to Dua Lipa.
I'm jealous. I really wanted to go to that, but I was like, I can't spend that amount of money.
It really hurt me, and I was just like on a high because like all my friends were going, so I'm like, oh, me too. And then I'm like, wait, I just spent $230, but I'm so excited. I've seen her once. I'm excited to see her on like a big stage to see like the production of it all. I'm just so excited to go back to concerts, you guys. Like, I used to go to like 12 minimum a year.
You have to show, did they say vaccines?
Well, vaccines are expire, like the passport's only until January 26th.
They're going to extend it.
Well, of course.
Because mine said like you need to show proof of vaccination even though it's in February.
Oh, okay, interesting. No, it didn't say anything like that. I bought the tickets before the passport was... yeah.
Gotcha.
But I'm sure it is, and I'm vaccinated, so it won't be an issue.
I highly recommend Trevor Noah. Like, the tickets were, like, a really good cost. They're only $80.
Okay, yeah. I would. My mom actually Wait, February?
February 26th.
Could be a Christmas gift. Mom, don't listen. Shoot.
Okay. The man who pees on people is now guilty.
Thank God. It took 25 years or something like that.
I can't believe it. Like, I think we did an episode on this, like, really long time ago.
Really long time.
But, like, he could have been found guilty so much sooner, but it's literally just because, like, that one underage girl that they literally had a videotape of, her parents didn't want her to, like, come forward to be like, that's the one on the tape. So then literally just everything was thrown
washed
out.
Away.
But, like,
that's insane.
It's again like that documentary that like came out. They did like 2 seasons of it, and again, I'm surprised it took that fucking long.
I watched the first season. I didn't watch the second. Very good, but very sad. Like, again, if anyone needs a recap, so there was 11 accusers, 9 women and 2 men. They took the stand over a 6-week trial this summer to describe the sexual humiliation and violence at his hands. It only took 2 days of deliberation, and the jury found the star guilty on all 9 charges he was facing. Sentencing is due on May 4th of next year, and he could spend the rest of his life behind bars.
Good.
I really hope this happens.
He's so grimy.
Mm-hmm. And so now, so May 4th is quite a while away. So is he like on house, or like, I want to know, like, is he allowed to just like be free in the United States? Like, I'm sure there's laws.
I think they take your passport away, so he can technically like travel within the States, but he can't leave the country, because if they leave the country, then like it's out of jurisdiction.
So my worry is like, what's he gonna do not my worry, but like, I hope he doesn't do anything to himself. Like, May 4th is a long time. Like, why are we not sentencing him next week?
I don't know how the courts work.
I
think it's probably like a backlog of stuff.
Yeah, I'm just like really happy that he was found guilty.
I think because I don't know how it works, because I think probably his lawyers were like, he needs time to put his affairs in order.
Oh, that's
do it. But I'm pretty sure they do that once you're sentenced, because you can be sentenced and not have to like go in for a certain period of time too.
And maybe there's like a period where they can like try to like appeal or something. I'm sure there's reasons for it, but I'm just like, that just seems like a very long time away.
That does seem far.
A lot of true crime this episode. But on a lighter note, Ariana Grande joins The Voice.
Okay, have you been seeing like the Blake Shelton stuff? Like how everyone's like, oh, like he's in danger of like being kicked off of the show, or like everyone wants him off because he's like the old horse. Like I think he's like the only like.
Oh my god, he's so funny.
But like I'm kind of trying to piece it together myself, because I kind of just like in passing saw these, but apparently he's like the only original one.
He's the only original.
Because to everyone, like they're just saying like, you've been around since the beginning, like you need to let go, sort of thing.
Oh, interesting. I don't feel that way. Okay, so first of all, I want to say I don't really watch The Voice. Okay,
I don't either.
I would watch the auditions and then I'd fall off. But this, you know what, Ariana Grande, I love Kelly Clarkson. So when she joined, I really gave it my all to watch it, but I only made it a couple episodes just because, like, American Idol, you know? Like, I can't go... Just kidding. That's not the reason why. It just, like, I don't know, for some reason, it just wasn't as entertaining. But this year, you know, I'm like, Ariana Grande's on it. I'm just going to give it a go. And I have actually watched all 5 episodes that there are. Have I been on my phone?
They were really smart with getting her. Like, no matter what amount of money they paid her, it probably giving
so worth it. And, like, she has this button that when she presses says thank you next. So when like Blake or someone is like trying to like steal someone away from her, she like hits the button and she's like singing. She's like thank you next. Like it's so good. And I just want to say, like, if I was on The Voice, okay, so here's the judges, right? Kelly Clarkson, John Legend, Ariana Grande, Blake Shelton.
Okay.
Who would you pick as a judge? I'd pick Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, like if I was like the singer,
if
and
we're
I got to
really
pick
good
one?
singers and we had to pick one,
based off of my music, like, or like what music I like, I'd probably go with Ariana Grande. Like, why would you not?
I'd go with Kelly Clarkson. 1, I love her personality. 2, I feel like she has so much more experience in the industry, and she's not a belter like Ariana Grande just like belts her music, and it's just like it's a
you just
second
think she'd be like
nature.
A better coach.
Yeah, I just think like technique wise, Kelly works hard for her voice. Like she puts in the work. I think Ariana Grande is like born with that amazing voice. You know what I mean?
I think Ariana Grande though is giving shout outs to people on her team on her social media though, and that in itself is
true.
Worth it. Isn't she like the most followed person on Instagram?
No, I think that's Selena Gomez, isn't it? Kylie Jenner? No. Look it up. But yeah, interesting. I would be in between Kelly Clarkson. I just like love Kelly Clarkson as a human. Now that you say the whole followers thing, I am hungry for fame. So I think Ariana Grande would shout me out and we'd be friends.
What the fuck? Cristiano Ronaldo is the most followed person at 348 million followers.
Ew.
Then
what?
it's Kylie Jenner with 271, and then Ariana Grande with 268.
Okay.
Then Selena Gomez.
Okay. Wow.
But Selena Gomez was the most followed user on the platform from 2015 until her social media hiatus in late 2018.
That's a long
then
time.
Nicki Minaj, and then a random person? Wait, where's Kim Kardashian? I'm confused.
She doesn't have that many. She only has like 100 million.
No way.
I love shit like this.
She's 256.
And then how much does Christian have?
She technically should be right under Ariana Grande.
Oh.
Because then it goes Selena, then it goes Nicki Minaj at 158.
The people don't give the Kardashians the credit that they deserve.
Oh wait, no, this is incorrect. Okay, they didn't have a full list. Then it's The Rock at 272, Lionel Messi at 270, Ariana Grande, Selena Gomez, then Kim Kardashian.
Interesting that a soccer player is the most followed, because you would
Europeans don't fuck around with their soccer.
That's true, but that's just interesting that they beat out like all celebrity, like traditional celebrities that like that sounds weird, teen girls like fan over.
Yeah, because that's like guys, like, and guys don't really like follow anyone.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, wait, side note, have you been seeing TikToks of Harry Styles' tour? Because he's just
here
like,
and there,
amazing. Like
I saw him, like they put him in a box to like put him underneath because he has like a second stage. So everyone's like, he's in the box. I
did that with the Jonas Brothers. They were like carried out in boxes. I'm like, they're definitely in those boxes.
Honestly, I can't watch any of the concerts because I had tickets to go to the Vancouver show, and then they fucking canceled it because they're like, okay, we're just not gonna go to Canada anymore because you guys won't let us perform because of the restrictions. And then I was like,
well, he's amazing. He interacts with he's done a gender reveal. There's been a couple proposals.
A baby gender reveal?
Yeah, he calls the husband, and like the wife is in the audience, and they have the envelope, and he's like walking around, he's like, I hold all the power. Like, I know your gender and you don't. And he was like, I think it's time for another song, like to prolong it. Like, he's just so funny. And like, there's been proposals, and like, he'll like talk to couples, and this like one couple, they're like, yeah, we've been together for 7 years. He's like, man, why haven't you proposed? Like, dude, it's time. Like, get on one knee. Not today, but do it.
Did he do it?
No, he didn't do it. He's like, not now, because it has to be authentic, but like, it's time. You should do it this year. Like, it was really funny. I don't know, like, I love him.
Oh, Jonas, he should have come here.
I know.
I honestly really hope, like, that, like, maybe at the end of the tour, when hopefully things let up, and then they're like, you know what, let's slap on a couple of extra spots.
I would die to go. I would spend the money to see him.
I could literally punch every artist in the face, though, that goes to Toronto and doesn't come to Vancouver.
I know.
It's like, do you realize we have nothing going on here?
Yeah.
You will sell out instantly just because we have nothing else going on.
And our COVID numbers are way better than Ontario, so come here.
Actually, did you hear, like, literally the other day, we've had the highest COVID numbers, like, ever the other day, but they're all, like, unvaccinated people, so...
Yeah, I don't care.
But it's like, even pre-COVID, like, we literally have nothing else going on here. Like,
so true. It's all we live for. It's all I do. Like, we don't have a nightlife. We have concerts, and that's what I do on Friday nights. Like, I can't wait.
That's my protest.
Okay, we have two just interesting ones. Will and Jada Smith.
Okay, they just need to figure their shit out.
They have an open marriage.
Yeah.
And it was confirmed, because I know they have been both in the tabloids for cheating rumors, but they finally come out being like, we have an open marriage. Like, we've known about this. We both have different sexual partners. Interesting. Not for me.
Not
Clearly,
for me.
it's working for them. They have the two amazing kids. They caught a vibe.
That's honestly, that song is
so good.
Such a vibe.
Shocked. I did not know it was Willow. It took
I didn't for the longest
a couple
time
weeks. But yeah, they have an open marriage. Nothing really to report on. Obviously, it's just like their personal news. But interesting. What
I just don't care for it anymore. I'm like, good for you. Goodbye.
Yeah, and then they're like, well, I'm taking it to the red table. Like, every time they come up with a headline, it's just to promote. I feel like their podcast is probably doing bad.
Maybe, but I feel like they're genuinely not happy with each other anymore.
I wonder.
Like, maybe they're just like really open, honest, and raw. But I'm like, every time you guys talk about this publicly, I feel like it's not like you're trying to educate people to help them, but I feel like it's actually hurting you two as a couple more.
Well, you know what it kind of reminds me? Jana Kramer and her husband, ex-husband now, but he's cheated a couple times on her, and they were so open about it. They would talk about it, how they were still together on their podcast. Every episode was like a kind of therapy session, and like every time he'd fuck up, she'd be like, it was hard, but they're last straw, they're like officially broken up now. But I'm like, there's just like some things that should be left between the two of you.
Well, I guess people were just like prodding so much, and I think like because it was Jada being accused at first, like Will was trying to defend her, and then it got to the point where like, okay, like I guess we should just tell people, and it's like, you can just say we're in an open relationship, just leave it at that. But it's like the fact that they make it this big elaborate thing, like I think you're right, like they're trying to like pump up some numbers on Red Table Talk, and I don't know, then it's just like
interesting. I mean, if you're happy, I'm happy. It doesn't affect me at all. For me, if my husband ever wanted to open the marriage, I'd be like, I'm opening the door for you to leave. But whatever, you do you, boo.
You do you, boo.
Last piece of news.
Oh, yeah. Okay, wait.
You gotta say it.
No, I was gonna say, like, okay, we need to introduce him, then we need to tell the story of how we ran into him. KJ Appa. Oh. Okay. So KJ Appa of Riverdale, the worst fucking show of all time. That even the cast knows they're on like the worst show of all time. I don't even know how it's still going. I don't get it. But him and his baby mama had
Clara Berry.
She's just like a model.
Yeah, she's like a supermodel. She's German, I think.
Cool. They had a baby boy named Sasha. Yeah, I don't like that name.
But they're both international. Like, I feel like she is French and
he's from
German or something. He's from New Zealand. So I feel like could be a family name, could be a heritage thing on her side.
I like him. Like, his like personality. Like, on social media, he's really funny. Like, he's made me laugh.
No, I love him, but I just, like, want to wipe a washcloth on his body, you know?
I just want him to get rid of the red hair, which I know he has to keep for the show. But, it's so unnatural on him. Hates it. Yeah. But let's talk about the time, because Riverdale shoots in Vancouver.
Side note, it was my celebrity crush for a very long time. Like, I was in love with him. So, like, they would always be in the area of our old office. Like, we could run into them at Starbucks, and like, lo and behold, one day, me, Tony Rose, and one of our other coworkers were at Michael's, which is a craft store for anyone who doesn't know. And literally, me and Lucy we're standing there, and like, we see him like walk by, and we're literally just like staring at him. And Tony Rose is like holding a scarecrow, like, guys, should we get this scarecrow? And we're just like, I was like, the scarecrow. Should we get this for the event? The scarecrow.
He's just like staring at us weird, and me and Lucy are just like trying to like look cool as you're just like waving this scarecrow.
I think I'm gonna get the scarecrow, guys. We didn't get it.
But then I remember we were like walking around. I can't remember if this was a separate trip. It must have been the same, because I remember running into him twice.
It was the same one. Sorry.
Or same trip. But yeah, but then I don't know. Was that the same girl? No, different girlfriend at the time. But then like, we genuinely were not following them. We were just going through Michael's trying to find stuff for like an event we were putting on at work, and then we just happened to keep running into them, and I felt like the girl like felt threatened for some reason. I'm like, I'm sorry, you're beautiful. I am not a threat to you.
Kate is gonna leave you for us.
Yeah, like, exactly. And so like, she kind of like looked at us weird and like immediately put her hand in his back pocket. I'm like,
yeah, when we were waiting in line, and then he like put his head on her shoulder, and I'm like, wait, are you threatened?
Are you catching a vibe?
Do you think I'm gonna cheat on him? Like, is he going to go for us? Like, way to you just made me more confident by doing that.
I think the other time that I ran into him, I think he was with, I always mix them up, one of the Sprouse. Cole Sprouse. And we were just like crossing the street, because they went to JJ Bean a lot, which we went to sometimes. Yeah. And I remember they were just like across the street, and like, I don't see celebrities that often. No. They're probably the most nope, that's a lie. I caught a glimpse of Taylor Swift once at the Teen Choice Awards.
Whoa.
Yeah, she was like on the other end of the red carpet, and I was on the other end. Like, me and Brandon Rogers were just standing there like, whoa. And then Zendaya was there too. But just like in closer proximity, like we literally walked by each other, like crossing the sidewalk, but my mouth was open the entire time. I was just like, because I was like, just so caught off guard. But even before all of those, like literally like the one famous person, and he's not even like famous. Do you know who Victor Garber is?
It sounds so familiar.
I'm trying to think, like, there's nothing like huge he's been in, but he did a rendition of Annie where he played Daddy Warbucks.
No.
And I remember running into him at not Urban Fair.
Oh yeah.
And I remember like running back to the office and talking to Dylan, because he's like a movie buff, and I was like, I just ran into Victor Garber. He's like, yo, that's so sick. And everyone else was like, who the fuck is Victor?
It sounds familiar, but I have no idea off the top of my head. Whoa, your headphones.
My headphones. Okay, this guy. Come on.
Everyone Google Victor. Oh, yeah.
Okay, Legally Blonde. He was like the skeevy one that like hits on Elle.
Yeah, he's in actually a new show, Family Law, and a guy that I went to high school with is in the show as well. So I've been watching it.
But like, great. I low-key loved him. I was like, oh my god, it's Victor Garber. But because I loved him in that rendition of Annie, like as a kid, like I watched that version.
Did you tell him?
No, I felt bad.
I think have I told you how I ran into Pamela Anderson?
Ooh.
Like, our boobs ran into each other.
Shut up.
Yeah, so I was at the Fairmont in Whistler with my friends, and years ago, and this weekend I ran into two celebrities. And so we're waiting for the elevator. I, of course, not fucking waiting for anyone. The door's open. I walk in. She's walking out. our boobs actually collide and we bounce off each other. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then I'm like, wait, what? Are you Pamela Anderson? Like, I didn't say that, but in my head when we were in the elevator, I'm like, I think I just like boob collided with Pamela Anderson. It was so funny. So we're going to the hot tub. Corey Monteith is sitting in the hot tub.
Wait, the one that died?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shut up.
I know. So I ran into him.
He was sitting in the hot tub.
In the hot tub. I'm like,
you were in his juices.
We're getting in the hot tub. But he was with another girl, not Leah Michelle, and they left when we came in. And I was like, oh my God, that's Corey Monteith. And then I ran into like so many celebrities from Riverdale, but like they're not very nice. I think I've told you how I ran into Charles Melton and Kelly Ripa's husband, and they were really rude to us. I told you like my friend wanted a photo because they were he was like a super fan, and I'm like, I don't think we should get a photo, and we asked for a photo, and it just like didn't go well.
A girl that I went to high school with is engaged to Casey.
She works at the Equinox.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Not anymore.
Okay, really side note, but Casey has like the best ass. The best.
I haven't looked close
It's good.
enough.
I ran into him at Urban Fair, and he was like coming out of he was like from Equinox, I guess, to Urban Fair because he was wearing like tight workout clothes, and I'm like, nice. That's a juicy ass. Like, it's a good one. So Casey, you have a good butt. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Your fiance is working you out perfectly.
All right.
Perfect way to end.
Apology of the week.
Okay, apology of the week is to a hairdresser.
Okay.
I just felt my anxiety was very high on Friday. I was going to Whistler. You'll hear about our Whistler trip in our like next few episodes. But and so I was like, I'm going for a girls trip. I'm gonna do my hair at noon, and then I can leave and go to Whistler after. We're supposed to meet at 4. So I get there at noon, and I have my normal hairdresser. I freaking love him. He's the best. Like, we always chat, and he's amazing. He's from France. And usually they only book me in for an hour and 15 minutes. Doesn't take that long. Hour and a half tops if he's like curling my hair. And so he's like washing my hair and cutting it and whatever. He double booked me. So he was like, I'm going to wash and do your cut and blow dry, but then I'm going to have my assistant come in and curl your hair. I'm like, absolutely. I don't care about the curling. Like, totally fine. So it took him about like an hour to do my hair, to blow dry it, to cut it, and to wash it. So then I get into another chair with this assistant, and she's curling my hair at slug speed. Slug speed.
What's really weird is I find that like a lot of stylists don't know how to, like, it's just people are very particular with the way, and like they just never curl it like the way that you would do it yourself.
Totally. And you know what? She was doing a fabulous job. Like, wasn't hating the style, whatever, right? And she is talking my ear off. And I'm like not the biggest talker when I'm doing self-care of any kind. I just kind of want to be in my own zone. And she was like, what do you do for work? And blah, 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 blah. And so I asked her, it was like a half hour later, and she wasn't even done one half of my head. And so I asked, like, oh, like, how long have you been at the salon? She said 3 months. I'm like, oh, did you come from another salon or right from school? She goes, straight from school. I'm like, bingo, that's what's happening.
Bingo, right on the money.
Yeah. So after an hour and a half of her curling my hair,
shut up.
I text my cousin and my sister being like, hey, I'm gonna be late. Like, this hairdresser is taking forever to curl my hair, LOL. She read my phone.
How did you know?
Because 2 minutes later she goes, I'm so sorry this is taking so long. I hope you don't need to be anywhere. And I'm like, she just read my phone. Oh, shoot. I was like, no worries. Like, just let me know. Because I extended my parking 5 times during this hair appointment. So I was like, oh, no problem. Like, just let me. Like, how long do you think it'll take? Like, I need to extend my parking. She goes, 20 minutes top. 35 minutes after that. So it was a total of, I was in that hair salon for 3.5 hours.
Just for a haircut.
A hair trim. Just to get my bangs cut back and a hair wash and a blow dry and a curl. If I didn't curl my hair, I'd been out of there an hour and a half.
What the fuck?
I was
like, you have a lot of hair.
A lot of hair, but it's not that. A professional can do it.
Half an hour tops.
My normal guy can do this all in an hour and a half tops.
Yeah.
So like for this to take like 3 hours, it was insane.
Like I just imagine her doing like that, like really thin spiral.
And then she would like pick a piece, and then a piece would fall out of her hand, so she'd stop and regroup the hair, and it was so painful. My nerves.
Don't apologize. This is not an apology.
No apology, because like I don't like talking. Like I just apology for you seeing the text. You know, I'm apologizing because I got caught. You know what I mean? Like I was like starving. I didn't eat that day, and so I was like my blood sugar was running low. low. And she was like, I was like, it's good. Like, you're good. I ripped off my cape myself. I was like, I'm out. Like, I stood up as soon as she was done. Like, get me the fuck out. And then
Did it look good at least?
It looked great. Like, I was really happy with it. And then my original hairdresser came up to me, and I think he knew what was happening because his hair dyeing appointment was almost done when he came over. He had a break to see me. He's like, how are we doing here? Like, it looks so good. And at the end, he was like, I really hope you come back. Like, I hope you had a good time. I'm like, yeah, it was good. I've been with you for a year and a half. I'm always going to come back. But, like, it was rough. So just, like, apology for, like, I don't know. I felt bad that she saw that. And she's like, only 3 months into the job. But, girl, let's
pick up
go.
The pace.
Let's go.
I had like a similar experience. I can't remember if I've talked about it before. No, I talked about it with my hair, like how like the girl like ripped the under pieces. Oh my god, the worst.
Hairdressers are just like, and honestly, the cut wasn't great this time. But anyway, it was fine. Apology that she saw the text. I didn't want her to feel bad, and I hope she's fine.
I'm not sorry I said it. I'm just sorry that she saw it.
Yeah, no, totally. Like, no, totally. It should never take that long to curl your hair.
No, that's ridiculous.
But that's my apology of the week.
All right, well, that's it for the September recap.
Perfect. Well, that was a fun one.
That was a good one.
It was a good month.
So don't forget to follow us on all of our socials.
Yes.
At Instagram at weapologizepodcast, and on our personal accounts, Alex_French, 2 X's, 2 H's.
Tony Rose Goulden, Tony with an I. Look out for our YouTube channel.
YouTube videos. I feel like with this one you needed a little bit of visual aids for this one, especially for our little clap challenge in the beginning. I just imagine people with the audio just like,
oh yeah, that's true. And you know what? While you're there, hit the subscription. We know your subscribe button. We know you're watching. Please subscribe. It helps us.
Come on, we need to like make some money from this.
Yeah, come on. We're Canadian. They don't pay us for podcast audio, so we have to go to video. And we are so thankful for you listening. But let's watch as well.
Yeah. Okay. See you next time.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.